Esther was just a quiet girl who loved to play in the sunshine and help her cousin, Mordecai, in the market. But one day, something strange happened. A loud trumpet sounded across the city, and messengers began to shout, "The king is looking for a new queen." Esther didn't think much of it. She wasn't fancy or rich, and she didn't wear sparkling jewels like the other girls. Why would the king pick someone like me, she thought. But Mordecai, her wise and caring cousin, gave her a serious look. "Esther," he said, "you have a good heart, and sometimes, even quiet people are chosen to do big things." Before she knew it, Esther was swept into the king's palace, a place filled with golden walls, towering pillars, and so many rooms, she couldn't count them all. But what Esther didn't know was that this wasn't just about crowns and royal robes. She was about to face a dangerous secret that could change the lives of her people forever. Inside the palace, Esther felt so small. The other girls were wearing bright clothes and sparkling jewels, and they talked loudly about how they would impress the king. But Esther stayed quiet, watching and learning. Day by day, the king's servants brought her the finest food and perfumes. "Try this," they said, handing her a bottle that smelled like flowers. "Wear this," they insisted, draping her in a robe that shimmered like the night sky. Esther didn't know why, but something in her heart told her to trust God, even though everything felt strange and new. Finally, the day came when the king would choose his queen. Esther's heart thumped as she walked into the throne room. The king, sitting on a golden chair so big it looked like it could swallow her whole, smiled when he saw her. "This one," he said, his voice booming. "I choose her." Just like that, Esther became the queen. But she didn't feel like celebrating. Her cousin Mordecai sent her a secret message. A man named Haman, who worked for the king, had a terrible plan to hurt all of their people. "You must do something, Esther," Mordecai's message said. "Maybe God made you queen for this very moment." Esther's hands shook as she read the message. She was scared. What if the king got angry and didn't listen? What if she failed? But deep down, Esther remembered something Mordecai had always told her: God is with you, even when you're afraid. So Esther made a brave plan. She invited the king and Haman to a special dinner. At the dinner, she would tell the king the truth and hope he would save her people. That night, as Esther set the table with golden plates and lit candles, she whispered a prayer. "God, give me courage," she said. When the king and Haman sat down to eat, Esther's heart raced. She stood up, her voice shaking a little. "My king," she said, "I have something very important to tell you." The king leaned forward, his eyes serious. "What is it, my queen?" Esther took a deep breath. "There's a man who wants to hurt me and my people. That man is Haman." Haman's face turned white as a sheet. The king's eyes grew wide with anger. "Hurt my queen?" he roared. "Never." That night, the king stopped Haman's evil plan and made sure Esther and her people were safe. From that day on, everyone remembered Esther's bravery. She had trusted God, even when she was scared, and she showed everyone that even the quietest voices can make the loudest